You know, yesterday I heard about this man saving this baby's life from a hot car. And then I'm looking through the news this morning while I'm making coffee, and because I couldn't sleep, and I saw this. It says, watch, HLN blurs out Trump on a man's t-shirt who saved a baby from a car. Who cares what it says on his shirt? He saved a baby's life. I mean, it's insane. But I've got two videos. One is edited and one is unedited, and I compared the two. But here it says, you know, down below, I tried playing the video on here, and I used three of my browsers, and Firefox, even Google here, and Internet Explorer. Every time I tried to play the video, the screen went black. It just went black. Or, you know, here in Google it would say, you know, kill page or wait. It would just mess up. But on the bottom here it says Wednesday on HLN, in a re-air of a broadcast of an interview with a Steve Eckel, a retired New Jersey police officer who saved a baby from a hot car with a sledgehammer. They blurred out his t-shirt which said 2016 Trump. In the initial broadcast of the interview that aired an hour earlier, Urkel's t-shirt was displayed for viewers. Why blur it out? This is insane. This is crazy. I mean, this has gone into Cuckooville. And I'm really getting disgusted. I'm getting sick of this nonsense. If he's wearing a Trump shirt, he's wearing a Trump shirt. Just like any other election year. Yeah, that's all I got to say. I've got both videos that compares the two together. It's disgusting. What's the important thing is that he saved a baby's life, not what t-shirt he wears.
Another recent scare involving a baby being left in a hot car. This time it happened in New Jersey, where a 4-month-old was left unattended in a locked car for nearly 40 minutes. All the while, temperatures reaching as high as 90 degrees. But thankfully, some concerned shoppers, they heard the baby's cries, and after seeing she was in some major distress, they took matters into their own hands, breaking open a window and rescuing the small child. The man at the center of the rescue was Stephen Eckel, a retired sheriff's officer, and he talked to our Christy Paul just a short time ago. Take a listen.
I understand that this was, well, let's go back to the beginning. You're walking through the parking lot, you see the baby.
Let's pause it right here. You notice they blurred out the Trump supporter t-shirt here, the Trump shirt. Why would they blur it out? That's just disgusting. I was reading an article earlier. But yeah, I'll compare it to another video. But this is just weird.
Baby, help us understand what went through your mind and why you did what you did.
As I was walking up, I was parked far back from the car, and as I was walking up, I saw this other lady walking out of the store, and as we got shoulder to shoulder by the back end of this car, she had yelled, "Oh my God!" So when I had turned around, we heard the baby screaming. We were like, "Oh my God!" Like the baby was sweating, her hair was all wet, she was covered up with a wool blanket on. Sarah went and said, "I'm gonna go to the..."
Okay, I'll compare it to another video. Let's move on. Okay, here is the unedited one that I came across, so let's play.
And the gentleman you just saw there, one of the heroes, retired New Jersey Police Sergeant Stephen Eckel, with us now. Stephen, I know you don't necessarily want to be called a hero, but we're going to take the liberty of doing it anyway.
Oh, see that? Trump 2016. Oh, they forgot to blur it out. There it is. Now it's on Breitbart webpage, just reading it. But trying to actually play the video for it, It kept crashing and everything else, so I had to go to different other sources where it was just really hard to go to.
Way, if you don't mind. Thank you so much. I understand that this was, well, let's go back to the beginning. You're walking through the parking lot, you see the baby. Help us understand what went through your mind and why you did what you did.
As I was walking up, I was parked far back from the car, and as I was walking up, I saw this other lady walking out of the store, and as we shoulder to shoulder by the back end of this car, she had yelled, "Oh my God!" So when I had turned around, we heard the baby screaming. We were like, "Oh my God!" Like, the baby was sweating, her hair was all wet, she was covered up with a wool blanket on. Sarah went and said, "I'm going to go to the store and get some help." I immediately got on the phone to 911 and called for help, police. Two kids were walking by, about 18. I asked them if they had a tire iron. And then I remembered I had a sledgehammer in the back of my car due to an event I had previous that weekend. So I ran down in my flip-flops. I was able to get my sledgehammer. I ran back, and I hit the window like 3 times, but it bounced off, and I'm like, oh my God. So then I hit the edge of the window on the passenger side, and the door opened up, and I was able to reach in, unlock the door, grab the baby, bring her inside. I undressed her with the help of Sarah, and she kept putting water on the baby's t-shirt, and we were wetting her down, completely red, her hands, her face, just